All right, good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, Speed Gaming fans. I'm WXFan21. Going to be joined here very soon by the wonderful, the fantastic, it's Sharpie. Sharpie's going to join us. We're going to have a little bit of fun. Sharpie's going to join on the tracking gimmick. I'm on the commentating gimmick. It's gimmicks, it's wrestling, it's a ton of fun. It is the number 21 seed Dispize versus the number 8 seed BowMan, the Great, the Third, the Fantastic, the Awesome. Okay, I gave BowMan a little extra here. Sorry, I mixed those seeds up. BowMan, the 21st seed, Dispize, the number 6 seed. Let's get things going. Howard Grisby Ice is the name of the seed, and we're gonna get things started. The races are off, the gate is dropped, Sharpie has joined the tracking, and I don't have to cry doing double duty! Okay, I'm totally kidding, but thank you again to Sharpie for volunteering to track last minute. Again, the seeds, the number 21 seed BowMan versus the number 6 seed Dispize. Loser bracket, round 4, winner takes on Java in round 5. Loser? Get a lovely care package to the Metroid Prime Randomizer community, aka a wonderful thank you for participating. But let's get this race started. It is going to be an alcove check first. It's gonna be a missile. Oh, it's launcher to get things started. You know what that means, everybody. We're gonna go to the Artifact Temple, and it's another expansion over at Landing Site. Nice to not have to route Landing Site back in early. Boom, 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 boom. Let's see what we have hanging out over at the landing site. It will be, come on, Morph Ball. Oh, hello, it's an artifact to get things started. Interesting to say the least. Here comes the artifact check. Cargo freight lift, Tower of Light, Elite Quarters, PMT, and training chamber access. That means we have lower mines required. Thank you, Tufty. All right. So it'll be pretty interesting to see how these races are going to route. Again, it's going to be depending really how we find our items. We know PMT requires phase-on suit, so they can't get that until they get phase-on. We got the Omega Pirate, which is required, because that's an artifact. Does that mean PCA is going to have something interesting? Well, we're going to find out. BowMan out to a fast lead here. They're making their way all the way into Chozo. We're going to get our first look at Main Plaza. It's an energy tank on Grapple Ledge. Soaring Wyvern making a great point in Twitch chat. Soaring Wyvern says, hard required phase-on suit, and a suit indeed hanging out over in Main Plaza. It looks like a Varia suit. The racers won't be able to get the phase-on suit hint because of PMT. It is going to be required that we need phase-on. Dispize finding Morph! Oh, that could be huge for Dispize. An energy tank over in the Ruin Nursery. There was a lot to talk about during this race, but first, BowMan's gonna check out and gonna get supers. So, Dispize with the Morph Ball, BowMan with supers. Couldn't tell what that was. Maybe a ball of some kind. Maybe boost ball? It was tough to see the peak. You only get just a few frames to look at things. And another missile over here hanging out at the Hive Totem. BowMan almost hitting it. This is a little tough to do. You do not want to trigger the Hive Totem fight. And it's a little tough just to take the scan dash because you have the two kind of statue-like looking things there on the wall. BowMan hits it though. Nicely done. And comes across an energy tank. A lot of energy tanks early. So Dispize heads over to the Ruined Shrine first. Finds just a missile expansion. When able to get out with the Morph Ball. Absolutely. Agreed, Wyvern. Excellent retries on the scan dash from BowMan. It does look like our Varia suit. It's in Main Plaza! Can you say Farfendrana or and Frigate anybody? This seed is gonna get it's already getting spicy. BowMan's gonna have to find Morph, and BowMan is gonna go back to go find their Morph Ball. Realizing it is in Talon somewhere, and they probably know exactly where it is. Dispize picks up their supers. BowMan seeing nothing there. BowMan really heads back. Could have been Morph Ball there. Now they have to head back to Talon and all the checks and shows were done without Morph Ball. That peak was so close. I have no idea what is in Gallery Tunnel, but BowMan... If BowMan doesn't want to go back to Talon, apparently. BowMan checking Vault Ledge, maybe? Can't do that in this, I don't think. Energy tank for Dispize. A lot of interesting things to consider here early. Dispize is going to be able to go check out Vault. Again, Dispize made the decision to go through Transport Tunnel early. And is BowMan stuck now without Morph Ball? It's just a missile over in Vault. We are going to see what Dispize has for us. Missile expansion, so now BowMan's going to be like, where do I go? BowMan picks up a missile expansion. Dispize wants this gravity suit and is going to get it. Nice gravity suit from Dispize. BowMan does take the reset. Or a pivot save, rather. Warp to start. Dispize has their space jump boots as well. Nice missile expansion. Space jump must have been inside the tree. So Dispize off to an early lead. Energy tank for Dispize. Again, a lot of early energy tanks. Treehead space jump makes sense. So now Dispize is going to make their way on over. Oh my goodness. BowMan did a full reset. BowMan was soft locked. Couldn't get out. That's unfortunate for BowMan, but now they know exactly where they're going. So BowMan, unfortunately, is going to be several minutes behind. They must have an idea where Morphball is. No, so close to BowMan. Almost hits the jump. Dispize gonna check here, and it's gonna be just a missile. Gonna drop back on down. Let's go check out Watery Hall. Watery Hall access is main PB. Okay, that is pretty huge. Considering we don't have bombs yet, so that will allow us to check out what's at least in lower dynamo. Hopefully everybody's doing well. Happy Mother's Day weekend to all the mothers out there. Dispize, let's check the water first. Comes across another missile expansion. Again, plenty of early energy to do this with no problem. BowMan finally finds their Morph Ball. And it is another missile. Dispize trying to hit this jump. He's going to go back the other way to get up. They're going to go to check out lower dynamo. Could have something of importance. Wyvern, don't be mean to the runners. Let's check it out. Lower dynamo is going to have bombs. Crucial. So much for Wyvern's idea about early power bombs possibly unlocking mines to be bombs. It's all good. A lot of cool stuff early here for Dispize. Let's recap the items. We get our Morph Ball, our bombs, our main PB, Super Space Jump, and Gravity. Could be a play for early Frigate, but definitely Dispize most likely right now is going to take a save and then go check out Zoid. Actually doesn't need to save. Has bombs. BowMan making up ground. Everyone get ready to say hello to the incendiary drone, aka Zoid. Do you think Zoid is going to be required? I think it will be. Question is, do you think it will be? Flamethrower! This seed is valid. Well said, BRA. Flamethrower after flamethrower boss. Well said. Oh, Dispize even managing to get a power bomb drop. That's huge. BowMan gonna go check out Vault. BowMan does have space jump. BowMan now gonna make their way over to the Arboretum and head over to Gathering Hall and Watery Hall. Dispize almost done with Zoid. And no, just Flamethrower and Zoid. Yes, I should mention there are a couple of eraser agreements. Spring Ball is enabled, and progressive suit damage reduction also enabled. So Dispize is going to go through this little Morphball Bomb puzzle. Dito, 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 dito. Lower Furnace has been important in the past. Will it be important here? Your suit, Lower Furnace, very important. Varia and Gravity. Let's go. Magmore opened up. We will see where Dispize elects to go. Yes, we have had artifacts checked. Cargo Freight Tunnel has been checked. Training Chamber Access is an artifact. Bazon Mining Tunnel. Elite Chambers. One is hanging out at the Artifact Temple. And I forget where the last one is. Dispize is going to go check the other two Ruined Shrine areas to check. They were able to check one earlier, now for the second. And it's another missile expansion. BowMan gets their flamethrower. Very exciting. Dispize wants whatever is over here in Gallery Tunnel. It's an energy tank. Okay. And now is going to get that and make their way over to Magmore with their Varia suit. Tower of Light's the other one. Thank you, Indui. Tower of Light's the other artifact. So here's the thing. And Dewey says, so Magmore and Fed might debate this scene. Not necessarily. We need beams, and we need Phazon suit. So, Dispize is going to make their way into Magmore. And the interesting thing is because there is an artifact in Phazon Mining Tunnel, aka PMT, the racers won't be able to just gather artifacts and go get the Phazon suit hint from the impact crater after you defeat Meta Ridley. There's an artifact in PMT, which means you need Phazon suit to get that artifact. This could very well turn into a Phazon suit hunt. Cyclops Pit's gonna have a check. We get Storage Cavern having a check. BowMan wants to peek this upper artifact and the upper furnace, not artifact, upper furnace item, my bad. And it's gonna be... looks like a beam of some sort. Wave beam, maybe. BowMan gets their Varia suit. Boost ball in Storage Cavern, that's huge. Doesn't do anything for us logically yet. Just allows us to go a lot faster. Well, the race is a lot faster. So BowMan now knows where I believe Wave Beam is, which is upper furnace. Means we should be coming across Spider Ball pretty soon. BowMan's gonna be careful. 24 energy for BowMan. There's a little bit of extra energy. 44 now. And there's the save station. Take a quick refill. We'll see if BowMan elects to warp to start and go to Magmore from Talon. They will not. The spy is now going to go check out Warrior Shrine. Beautiful jump from Dispize. Wave Beam! So what the heck was over an upper furnace that looked like wave? BowMan's going to go fight Ridley. Vlogra. Oh, we got a little spicy race going on here. A little spicy spice. Was it a Metroid? It looked purple. Missile expansion over at Fiery Shores. The other Wave Beam. Alright, well, here we go. Is Vlogra going to have anything that is required? There's a chance Vlogra has Spider. Or Spider Ball, rather. Dispize is going to make their way on over to Fendrana. Another energy. There were so many energy tanks early in the seed. now for Fendrana. It's like Flogra didn't have anything of importance. BowMan makes their way on over to Magmore. Dispize in Fendrana Shorelines. Missile Expansion in Lighthouse. Behind ice is yet another energy tank. Missile Expansion. It's the first of the 2 item checks here at Ice Ruins East. Ice Beam! Spider Ball required for Ice Beam. Dispize falls down. Alright, BowMan coming across their boost ball on the right-hand side of your screens. Looks like a beam combo over in Chapel of the Elder is possibly Wave Buster. BowMan doing very well to make up a lot of time. Again, if you're just tuning in, BowMan did unfortunately get soft lock in Ruined Shrine without Morph Ball, and had to take a reset and never saved at that point, so that was about the 9-minute mark on the way in. And Dewey thinks Ice Spider, it does look like some sort of beam combo. Ice Ruins West, I believe this is. Another missile expansion behind the ice. Dispize is going to head to Fen Canyon. BowMan off to Fen. BowMan making up a lot of time. Missile expansion in Fen Canyon. So Dispize has checked everything so far. Everything in front Fen with the exception of Chozo Ice Temple. Dispize with still at least a 5-minute lead. BowMan's gonna go check all the items. We know there's no majors besides Ice Beam, which we need Spider Ball for. Also, if you really want to see non-beginner logic, watch some of the more advanced and expert level rando runners bomb jump that Ice Ruins East check. kind of fun, and the trick looks very annoying. But that is not in beginner logic, so none of you have to worry about that. Time to go through labs. Jay's like, I heard bomb jumping ice ruins east. It's very cool to see the trick. It looks tough to do, but when it's executed, it's very cool to see. Azura's not sure about skipping Ice Spreader. I mean, it is a medium-length fight. It's not the shortest. You have to go kill the 4 She-Goths and then Mama She-Goth, or the big regular-sized She-Goth, which we do have power bombs to do it, all for a beam combo. Just in a race setting, I can see why the racers would skip it. Spies over in Research Lab Hydra. Plenty of missiles to go ahead and check the Hydra item here. BowMan's gonna go for the peak in Chozo Ice Temple. Looked like an energy tank, maybe? In Chozo Ice Temple, but I'm not sure. Couldn't really see the peak too well. Now time for one of everyone's favorite tricks. Observatory Dash. Well, maybe not everyone's favorite tricks. BowMan's going for Ice Spreader. Okay. There goes Dispize, doing what they can to skip the pirates' trigger. BowMan takes care of the big She-Goth with no problem, and there is your Ice Spreader. Nicely done from BowMan. It's gonna make the Metroid Prime Exo fight a heck of a lot easier. Control tower has a Metroid in it. Hello, Metroid. Goodbye, Metroid. Applebee. Oh, loaded Research Lab Aether. Grapple and Spider. Loaded Research Lab Aether in this seed. You love to see it. And a Metroid is being guarded by the pirates. Yo, pirates, I mean, you could choose to guard at the very least a missile. Jeez. Why you got a Metroid? It's not real! There is a chance Plasma could be Upper Furnace. We know Ice Beam is in Ice Ruins East. Hey, gee, there's a thought. Ice Beam in an ice location. Duh! Randovania are cool people. They're researching the Metroids using a hologram of Soft. True. They're researching a Metroid to see how to create a regular Metroid. So BowMan begins labs as Dispize is making their way out of labs. BowMan is quickly catching up. BowMan's doing a really great job on movement as well. Dispize is taking a little bit more of their time, but that is okay. Dispize is one more pirate to destroy, most likely. There you go. Oh, there you go. Should unlock the door after these guys are done. The spy is going to go back for their ice beam. So now this is where I like to make my commentating a little interactive. I would like to know from all of you in Twitch chat, and all of you viewers, feel free to interact with me because I don't have a co-commentary for this stream. And I'm just going to phrase it like this, so don't answer yet. Yeah, I know, I'm hearing an audio glitch on my end as well. Might just be to reload an area. So let's switch off of that for now. We'll switch over to BowMan. There we go. Alright. So let's talk about this as Dispize goes and gets their ice beam. We have wave, we have ice. All morph ball upgrades. Everything else that we need. We don't have visors. We don't have Phazon. If Upper Furnace is Plasma, do we just route in Chozo at this point and then go from there and route in Frigate? That's going to be one of the decisions we have to make. Where would you all go knowing all the items? Knowing Tower of Light's an artifact? Knowing that not only is Tower of Light an artifact, we've got PMT. We have nothing in Farfen. Phazon could be in Farfen. We have nothing in Farfen for artifacts. We're going to see all the artifacts yet again. Cargo Freight Lift, Tower of Light, Elite Quarters, Phazon Mining Tunnel, and Training Chamber Access. So we still have 2 more artifacts in Chozo. Do we clean that up and go check Upper Furnace? That's what I would do. Clean up the artifacts, go check Upper Furnace, you get your grapple beam, you got your Varia, we can go do that. So, we will see. Sorry about that, Twitch chat. I'm here, and we got a frigate climb from Dispize. And yes, visorless frigate. How about that? Had to take a call from a job recruiter. Unfortunately, was laid off this week from my job for what seems like cost-cutting reasons, which is unfortunate. So my apologies. Had to step away here for a minute. So we'll see if this pays off at Dispize, because what Dispize could do is go frigate into, you know, releasing the bars, can backdoor into Lake Chozo, and go pick up what we're assuming at this point is plasma beam and upper furnace, but we're not sure. So, thank you, Menthius. All I was told was that it's not performance-based. Whatever. Nice bombs, nice bombs! Oh, you... Yo, Randovania. Why? That's just rude. Visorless frigate until the last room where thermal visor is. Rude! Ladies and gentlemen and children of all ages, Metroid Prime for the Nintendo GameCube. Rando's gonna rando. Sharpie, why are you hitting nails on people's heads? That's just not right. That's just rude. Somebody get them a medic, will you please, and a band-aid. I'm kidding, Sharpie. So, Dispize is going to go ahead and clear out this part of Talon, which does make a lot of sense. We'll see if BowMan elects to do the same thing. BowMan's finally reached front fen. Though we still see a several-minute gap here between these racers. Again, if you're just tuning in, I'm WXFan21. Sharpie's over hanging out on tracking, so big shout-outs to Sharpie. BowMan, unfortunately, early in this race, at about the 9-minute mark, did not have Morph Ball. Dispize did. There was an early routing decision. Dispize went to Transport Tunnel B, found Morph. BowMan went through all of early Chozo, couldn't find Morph Ball, and then went to Ruin Shrine and couldn't get out, so took the reset. So that's why we're seeing a little bit of a time difference. Plasma. Life Grove Plasma Beam. So then what the bleep is over in Upper Furnace? I could not get a good look at it, so we will see. So that's where we're at, folks. But BowMan has been making up a lot of time just based on movement alone. Now, we are going to see you play 4 mines, which does make a lot of sense at this point. Oh, excuse me. I'll back up to Chozo. It's a Metroid. Thank you, Jay. BowMan and Dispize on the opposite ends of Chozo. Missile expansion and anti-chamber for Dispize. We know Tower of Light has an artifact. We know Trading Chamber Access is an artifact. So both racers are going to have gotten these Chozo artifacts. The only difference is BowMan's going to pick up the last artifact when they get to the artifact temple. Oh, and cargo freight lift. My bad. But we'll see how BowMan chooses to route that in. And there we go. The audio issue has gone on Dispize's side. Alright. Double item check. So again, we're looking for Phazon and X-Ray. The question is, which are we going to find? When are we going to find them? BowMan does not find anything but a missile expansion in their first artifact. Dispize checks all of the elders first, and then we'll be going to Elder Chamber. Dispize very excited to use that spring ball. And now it's time for the plasma check. On to Elder Chamber. Double missiles. I wonder if Phazon's suit could be in Crossway. Be nice because we could just fast route in lower mines through PPC. But we'll see. We'll see what the racer, what the seed has for us here, and that's an energy tank in Crossway. No, so Spring Ball is an RA along with progressive suit damage reduction. Missile expansion. And there is the Metroid. BowMan gets their artifact and training chamber access. Missile over in training chamber. The hunt for Phazon and X-Ray continues. How funny would it be if Phazon suit or X-Ray are on Chozo Goats? I'm just saying. Dispize making their way through Chozo. Again, Dispize is going to now route in training chamber access. There we go. We already got Phazon suit predictions coming in. MQA Phazon. Storage Depot A. Get your predictions in for where are we going to find Phazon suit. Get them in Twitch chat now if you want to play along. BowMan making their way to late Chozo. Which is the smart play. Then BowMan is going to need to route in. BowMan's going to need to route in Life Grove in order to get their plasma beam, which I think might be their plan. Landing site was a missile. For clarification. Dispize makes their way over to the Tower of Light. Nice jumps from Dispize. You know, folks, fun fact. The racers make that jump look so easy. You know you're supposed to actually use Boost Ball in a combination with Spider Ball to actually make your way over there. Casually. Fun fact. While the racers go do their thing and the items we've already seen check, a big shout out. Can we get some love in the Twitch chat for our amazing mentors and tournament organizers for this mentor tournament? They have been outstanding throughout the entire thing, giving their time and knowledge to all the mentees. We had a full sign-up of 32 mentees. That is huge, and to be able to have all the mentors spend time with all these racers just warms the heart. Like, just huge. Continuing to grow the community, the folks doing a great job. Special shout out to Baja. I believe this is his brainchild, and comes across with a very successful mentor tournament, in my opinion. So go ahead, drop some love in the Twitch chat for all the amazing mentors. And if you have a Sharpie emoji, drop it because Sharpie the Tracker is just fantastic and awesome. Energy tank for BowMan. So rather than going through Lake Chozo to Frigate, BowMan is going to check Frigate and go into Life Grove from there, most likely. They cannot afford to skip Life Grove. That is where Plasma is. Not to be confused with a Plasma Eel that Sam in chat may or may not, Sam may or may not keep as a pet. I'm kidding. More like an electric eel. I'm only kidding, Sam. This is an interesting play from Dispize. Dispize gonna go check Flagra and Chozo Ghosts. We know Flagra has nothing. Upper Furnace also in Logic. And yes, make sure you go follow these runners. Sam has posted them over in chat. Feel free to follow the commentary and tracking crew if you want as well. The Spy's making sure that they're in position before they lay a power bomb. Punch Bunny in chat saying the Spies got burned last time. By Sun Chamber 2. Ow! Rude. The Spies released the Lilios Powerbomb. Now to go back to the start, trigger the cutscene. Nicely done. No, Thardus has not been checked. We didn't find Thermal Visor until the end of Frigate. If Chozo Ghost has Phazon or X-Ray, this could be the deciding factor of this race. Because right now, it is a Phazon and X-Ray hunt. BowMan makes their way through Frigate. Most likely we'll go check Life Grove afterwards. And now it's time for Chozo Ghost. The three Chozo Ghosts that guard an artifact, the Artifact of Wild. Artifact of Wild is the artifact that these guys do guard casually. Guys, ghosts, whatever. We shall see what Chozo Ghost item is here in this randomizer. Dispize makes quick work of the Chozo Ghost, and it is a missile expansion. So Chozo Ghost containing nothing in this seed that's of importance. We need Phazon and X-Ray Visor. So now the only artifacts left for Dispize are the ones in lower mines. Thermal Visor required for BowMan. BowMan now over in the Great Tree Chamber. We have not checked Farfendrana yet. Chozo Ice Temple still open. BowMan is going to get their Plasma Beam. Plasma Beam hanging out over in Life Grove. Top of Dynamo needs to be checked. No, it has not. Thank you, Hunch Bunny. Appreciate that. It has not been checked yet. Where is Dispize going? I think Dispize making their way over to mines, from front mines. Wah, wah, wah. And here we go, folks. It is Phazon Mine. That is where Dispize is headed. BowMan, on the other hand, has their Plasma Beam, making their way through Life Grove Tunnel. We'll see where BowMan elects to go from here. Does BowMan go to mines? Does BowMan go back through Chozo? It's a mines play. BowMan has caught up to Dispize. I agree with you, K-Rar. We do in fact have a race. Neither racer has checked Upper Dynamo. Sharpie, if you would like to go check Upper Dynamo, exclamation point play in chat for Sharpie, you too can get transported inside this seed and go check it for us. I am totally kidding. PCA could be Phazon suit. It's possible. Hello, X-ray visor. Main quarry X-ray visor. Phazon hunt. Well, Phazon suit hunt. Let's go. Very well. Now, logically speaking, Phazon could be in lower mines. I'm just saying, Phazon Frost Cave would be funny. Not cool, but would be funny. A missile. Very nice. So, SDA out of the question. On to fight the Wave Pirates for Dispize. BowMan and Dispize now in the same room. A 30 seconds to 1 minute difference. BowMan is caught up from about 9 minutes down. Unbelievably huge for BowMan. The only artifact that BowMan does not have is the one at Artifact Temple. Time to fight the Phazon Elite. There have been a couple of seeds that I've commentated where the Phazon Elite is the one that's hiding Phazon suit. Will we see that again in this seed? Will we see that in this seed here? And no, but we get our first Power Bomb expansion of the seed. And we'll see what Upper Elite Research has for items. The spies getting, well, getting their butt kicked by the security drones. High-fiving is our Dispize and BowMan right now. Alright. Gonna open up the doorway. Checking out one item. The upper item here and upper dynamo. Oh, Jimmy, upper dynamo. Upper Elite Research is gonna be a Metroid! Yay! And Dispize falls down. BowMan the first to reach ore processing. BowMan is quietly taking it. BowMan has just taken the lead from Dispize. BowMan taking the lead from Dispize. Can they continue to capitalize on it though? A energy tank. over in Storage Depot B. Boombox check is Wave Buster, which BowMan doesn't get. Will Dispize get the Wave Buster? Dispize will! Yay! Twitch chat is upset they're not going to see a full tracker. Missile over in PPC. Where is Phazon? Where's the Phazon suit hiding? If Phazon suit is an upper dynamo, these racers might be kicking themselves, metaphorically. BowMan doesn't see anything they like over in Vent Shaft. Now it's on the Central Dynamo. Dispize and Vent Shaft as well. Making their way over to Central Dynamo. Nice power bomb drop. All Farfendrana is open. Nothing in Central Dynamo that BowMan wants. Alright. MQA time. Phazon suit in MQA. K-Rar wins the prize. Even though there is no prize. Good guess, K-Rar. Phazon suit in MQA. This is a straight race from here on out. BowMan overtaking the lead from Dispize. BowMan's movement has been on point. Even suffering the big setback at the beginning of this race, BowMan has come back, and this is why you race, folks. It's never over until it's over. Sharpie says, so close to my first full tracker, but yet so far away. 115 missiles for Dispize. 65 for BowMan. This is why phase-on is required for PMT. So many rocks are in the way, you have to blow up with a morph ball with the morph ball bomb to be able to get the item. Be really tough to do that on just energy unless you had maybe 10 to 14 energy tanks. I agree, Sam. A close race between both racers. As Dispize, interestingly enough, skipped PMT on the way down. Both racers now in Fungal Hull bait. Dispize with 4 artifacts. BowMan with 4 artifacts. Oh, Dispize did get PMT. My bad. BowMan tries to do this without the grapple thing and gets it, but now Dispize back in the lead. Nope, Dispize takes a missile refill. BowMan's still in the lead. I didn't see Dispize get PMT either. This race is literally a one-room difference right now. That is both racers showing us why they want to win. Winner goes on to face Java in the lower bracket round number 5 tournament. Double OP fight, folks! Dispize making very quick work of the phase-on armor on Omega. BowMan has to contend with these ridiculous power pirates. Power beam pirates. We'll see if Dispize hits the pirate skip! And Dispize gets the pirate skip. Huge for Dispize! And BowMan finishes off Omega Pirate. Five artifacts for BowMan. BowMan just needs to get to a safe station to warp to start. Oh, no one round for Dispize for Omega Pirate. BowMan is returning to start. BowMan is going to grab the artifact and fight Meta Ridley. And then going to beat the game. Maybe Samus will get a cappuccino along the way. You think they have a Starbucks or a Dunkin' Donuts on Talon 4? The Chozo were sophisticated thingies. Or species. I'm kidding. Trying to lighten the mood up over here. We got a tight race going on. But BowMan now taking full advantage of the 2-round fight that we're going to see here from Dispize on Omega Pirate. Talon 4 is a suburb of Boston. Is that some new suburb I don't know about, Renew? There we go. Hello, Ridley. How did Mr. Krabs and Squidward get dragged into this? And Dewey says, and then on to Prime Mr. Krabs and Blue Mist Squidward. Wait, what now? Boost ball, so overpowered on Meta Ridley. Dash time. Oh, nice clip from BowMan. Clean fight from BowMan on clean Meta Ridley fight, rather. Dispize makes their way over to the artifact table for their Meta Ridley fight. Folks, we have a race. Could this entire race come down to Prime Exo? RNG? Question mark? Maybe a pool skip from Prime Essence? Question mark? We will find out. BowMan begins the climb up the Impact Crater. Or Phazon Core, rather. Whatever this room is called. I call it the worst room in the game. It's so annoying. I mean, Super Metroid has a worst room in the game. I think that room is probably the worst room in the game casually. Those Fission Metroids are annoying. But BowMan gets past that room. The Phazon Core with no problem. Nice Super Missile. BowMan begins the fight with Metroid Prime Exo. Dispize. Almost done with Meta Ridley, but getting dashed a lot. Yeah, getting dashed a bit. And Dispize finishes the Meta Ridley fight. Nicely done. 1.5 to 2 minutes now is BowMan's lead over Dispize. Sub-chamber 2 for BowMan. BowMan on to sub-chamber 3. This race is a 2 sub-chamber difference right now. Dispize on your left, BowMan on your right side of your screens, folks. Here we go. Keep in mind, Dispize, no ice spreader. BowMan has ice spreader. Dispize on the sub-chamber 2. BowMan getting bullied a bit. A little trolled right now, if you will, from Prime Exo. BowMan onto sub-chamber 4. This is where that ice spreader would have come into play for Dispize. Dispize onto sub-chamber 3. 1 sub-chamber difference. Folks, this could come down to us. This could all come down to Prime Essence and a potential pool skip. BowMan not having good RNG with Prime Exo in sub-chamber 4. Dispize in sub-chamber 4. Prime Exo almost defeated for BowMan. Excuse me, Dispize now into sub-chamber 4. Done! Prime Exo defeated for BowMan. What a great race from these racers, huh? Been a lot of fun to call. Here we go, first pool for BowMan. You're new to Metroid Prime, it's X-ray phase first, thermal phase second, regular visor phase third, and then the cycle repeats until you're done defeating Metroid Prime Essence. Decent pool cancels for BowMan so far, not the greatest. There we go. Second pool. Much better pool cancels here for BowMan in the second phase. Metroid Prime Exo defeated for Dispize. So close, both of these racers. If BowMan gets pool skipped, that could bring this even closer. No pool skip if BowMan can end this right here and now. X-ray face for Dispize in the first pool. Third pool for BowMan. Good cancel there. BowMan trying to set position. Full cancel's looking good for Dispize. BowMan having a little bit of trouble. BowMan's gonna have to be a 4-pool cycle. Dispize on their second pool. This race is literally coming down to the wire. And no pool skips for BowMan. BowMan should be able to finish off Metroid Prime Essence right here. And it does! Game! GG's! BowMan wins this race over Dispize. The number 21 seed knocks off the number 6 seed. Dispize so close to getting a 3-pool. GG's to both of these racers. What an outstanding, outstanding race. And here comes our winner, and now it's BowMan. GG's.
GG's.
What a race!
Yeah.
Huge race. We'll talk about it here. Let's wait for Dispize to finish up here. They're almost done. GG's for Dispize. We'll get them on in here. We're going to talk about it. Oh, that was so much fun. Hopefully all the viewers out there had a ton of fun. And I'm just gonna say this: BowMan, if you want to blame KRAR in Twitch chat for MQA Phazon, you're more than welcome to. Kidding?
I mean, I'm not gonna blame them. That was very helpful. That's happened to me more than once this tournament too.
Hopefully it wasn't Upper Dynamo, which thank goodness it wasn't, because neither of you checked Upper Dynamo. And here comes our other racer, Dispize. GG's, Dispize.
GG's.
GG's.
All right, let's get the 9-minute elephant out of the room with BowMan. What the heck happened?
I forgot. I couldn't get out of there.
Yeah. So for those that don't know, about 9 minutes in, BowMan kind of got soft lock and ruined Shrine. Did not have Morph Ball to get out.
Wow.
So, Dispize had a 9-minute lead, and the routing was fantastic from both of you. It was a very linear route. The early choice from Dispize to go to Transport Tunnel B to get Morph Ball was the early advantage for Dispize, but BowMan with some insane level movement was able to bring this back, and you see how close this was. The official time difference between these racers is 1 minute and 12 seconds. That's how close you both were. It was absolutely outstanding. It took you both to really, I want to say it was right around Boombox that BowMan took over the lead. Somewhere around there. But what a race. Kind of just talk us through, both of you. Talk us through what you thought about that race.
Well, I guess I skipped TTB first, just because I was like, usually whenever I get missile launcher, there's not much in TTB, probably just more missiles or an E-tank or something. And then with supers, I was going to check the tree, but of course, drops weren't good, and so I was like, oh, there's one in Ruined Shrine, and well, that put me back a lot, and I was just kind of playing catch up the whole race, and so that's what I was doing. If you ever want to know what was going through in my mind.
Cool, Despise, what about you?
Yeah, it was pretty straightforward once we got into Vendrana. I saw the check for the ice beam and went and grabbed that. Decided to do frigate and then go through that entire thing. And I don't know, it just I thought it was pretty straightforward after a certain point, after labs and everything.
Yep. Can we all agree, though, that having thermal visor at the end of frigate was just rude?
I thought it was pretty funny, actually.
Yeah.
Visorless frigate until the end of frigate. So, I mean, I think the sea was pretty much straightforward. Phazon was right on the way to Lower Mines, Ray and Main Quarry. I'm curious, did either of you at any point think to just go Magamore into PPC and just start clearing out Lower Mines that way? Or did you all really want to check all the upper mine checks?
I know I misread the hint and thought it said Elite Research instead
Oh,
of
gotcha.
So.
I wanted to route through upper mines because of the artifact in frigate, and so I figured I'd just go through and then go and clear mines.
Yeah, makes a lot of sense. So, where this is a mentor tournament, what's something, one thing that you both really were able to take away from your time talking to the mentors and really throughout the entire tournament?
Probably just play more aggressive. Don't play conservative.
Okay,
Yeah.
BowMan, what about you?
I'd say because PMT was required, just get as many checks as possible as fast as possible.
Mm-hmm.
And get phase on, and as soon as you get phase on, then you can go, basically.
Very nice.
And that's one thing I learned from them is think about what's required and know when your go mode is.
Very nice. Well, this has been like I've been saying, it's been a very successful tournament. It's been a pleasure to watch you both the tournament. From my point of view, as a commentator, I've commentated some of your races before. Commentating this race was an absolute pleasure to watch. You both have grown a lot in the tournament, my opinion, and I think this was a massive success in general. I know Dispize is unfortunately eliminated from the lower bracket as BowMan goes to take on Java, but like I said, it was such a pleasure to watch you both. So I got no other questions. If you both just want to chit-chat, talk about the siege, you're more than welcome to.
No, I'm good. It's a good race.
Yeah.
GG's. Good luck in the next round. Thanks for
Thank you.
commentating.
Cool. You are welcome. All right, then. Sharpie, thank you so much for tracking. Greatly appreciate it. And for BowMan, Dispize, and Sharpie, I'm WXFan21. We'll see you next mission. Latest, peoples.
See ya.
Yeah.